Odyssey64 here, back with another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc here on the channel. This time we are going to be looking at the Arrowspray RG. The stats for the weapon and the gear I'll be using for the majority of these videos are on screen right now. If you guys have been enjoying the content on the channel so far, definitely make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Now, this is 100% a support weapon, and no one can tell me different. It literally has the sprinkler, which is a support weapon, like a support sub, and then it also has the baller. And we got someone AFK too. Great. Now, out of all, so far out of the ones that I have been using, the Arrowspray, the Arrowspray RG is definitely like my least favorite out of the three, because I don't like the sprinkler as a sub weapon. It's boring. It doesn't necessarily, like, for ranked modes it's really good. Like Splat zones, it's huge. But for other game modes, not so much. Oh, you're cornered. And on the, though it does seem that everything's going pretty well. I was about to be really upset because because that was like the first and only splat I've had throughout this entire game. Though we do seem to be doing well. Wow, okay. Alright. Also, here's a funny question for you guys. What do you think that the letters after Arrowspray mean? You know, like PG, MG, RG. RG, like this one is the only one I have a good guess for. And how did no one die to that? Like, come on. Nice. Like, I think that RG stands for something similar to, like, real gold or something. Also, this Ganny person is destroying. But yeah, I think it stands for, like, real gold. MG stands for, like, metallic gold. And then something else I don't really know. Alright, there we go. What are these two doing? Like, we got people on the side. Oh, I went the wrong way. Shoot. And that's why I don't like the sprinkler, because you can't get any, like, last-minute ink with it. Alright, so I think that's a win. I think. Or not. Alright. By a pretty decent amount, too. Okay. Alright, so... Wow, still 6 splats, huh? Alright. I mean, the Arrowspray category, the Arrowspray family of the Splattershot weapons are the weapons that I know the most about, so it would only make sense that I would still do pretty well with them. But yeah, I really don't like the sprinkler. I mean, like, the baller's fine, but, like, sprinkler is definitely like a rank mode sub. Like, it can be annoying in, like, Turf War, but you can get rid of them, like, really quickly. It's not like they have, like, a bunch of defense to where, Object Shredder actually makes a difference. Actually, now that I think about it, should I rate abilities as well at the end of my entire Splatoon 2 training arc? Because, I mean, we're definitely going to be getting new abilities in the future of Splatoon with, like, Splatoon 3 and whatnot. But the thing is, though, is that it's kind of hard to tell for certain specials, and others you can't really tell at all. Like, some are, like, very noticeable, like Opening Gambit or Last Ditch Effort, and others you cannot tell at all, like Sub Saver. Alright, I will say, in a spot like that, Sprinkler is good. I hate that I can't get rid of anyone with that. Like, seriously. Like, it feels so useless. Or maybe I'm just using it wrong. I honestly feel like I'm just using it wrong, but at the same time, I feel like it's just not as good as it used to be. If they did indeed nerf it. But I would not be shocked if they did. Because Baller used to just be like... There we go. Finally got someone with it. Alright, so someone's getting cheeky with ink mines. Oh, come on. Ken's a Splatter Shot Pro, huh? I do really like that weapon. Like, I used to use it a lot, actually. Like, when it first came out. Alright, there we go. Wow. Alright, at least I got someone to cover it for us. Alright, so... the majority of their team is down. That sniper is like... Alright. I was freaking out for a second thinking that like I heard like an enemy sub-weapon, but there's no way to tell. Wow. Yeah, this one doesn't look good either. Oh my goodness, how much... You only... There's no way... That must be way stronger than I originally thought it was, because... being taken out that fast is crazy for any weapon. That's why the Splash-O-Matic, like, with a bunch of main power-up with increased damage was so good to me. Alright, so we won that one, thankfully. But the odds do not look like they're in our favor this time. But at least my splats are kind of consistent. But yeah, Kenza Splattershot Pro, that thing packs a huge punch. In the kit with it too, with Booyah Bomb and Splat Bomb, it's so fun. You know, believe it or not, guys, we have, even though we've made like some decent progress in these videos, we still have a long way to go. And I mean a very long way to go. There's like 52, 54 Splattershot category weapons themselves. So... I will have a lot of Splatoon 2 content to go around. So it will already take me a whole month to go through the rest of these weapons. The Splattershot weapons, I mean. How did I get someone with that? How did I actually get someone with that? I'm sorry, but I'm just baffled. Oh, someone's got auto bombs. How does that work? Oh my goodness. That still doesn't change my view on the That still doesn't change my view at all about the baller. If anything, it reinforces my point about it being bad because of how awkward the hitboxes are. Wow, that was bad. I could have just shot the ground and made my escape. It does not seem like we are doing very well. I was about to say, there's no way that works. I was about to say, there's no way that the baller can go through the, what's it called? It's not called the stamp hammer. There's no way that's actually what it's called. Oh, okay. Grim Range Blaster. So this is where the Arrowspray would come in handy, because you can like single turf for like 90% of what goes on. Like if I can just get... Oh, come on, I should have just... Man, my reaction time is not the best today. Nor has it ever been. I always tense up in situations like that when you're supposed to apparently relax. Which makes no sense. Yeah, that did not go well. I really did... Like, even though, like, my splat counts have been doing pretty well on average, I still don't feel like I'm contributing much with this weapon because of, like, the baller being a special, and more specifically, the sprinkler. I honestly think the sprinkler's, like, the biggest L on this weapon, if I'm being completely honest. But hey, that's just my opinion, and it'll definitely be reflected on the tier list, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss another episode of the Splatoon 2 training arc when those episodes air on the channel. I've been Odyssey64, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.